All right, here we are with Fellowship, The Deep, Season 1, Episode 3. We're in July 2019,
And I am Tyler. I am playing the Overlord, Grand Architect Zane. And to my left, we have X-Plan Y.
Peter as Architect General Alder on the air. Mark as Prover the Ice Claw, the dwarf.
Devin playing the Orc, Goblin King.
Nicole playing the Rain. Her name's Marilla. I should have said that part first.
Okay, and who wants to take us away with what happened last session?
People lied to us. And lying is bad.
Yes, Devin.
Alright, so last session we went to this Architect Island after dealing with the dragon thing. It was real simple because I'm amazing. Then all these people were needy at us, and it turns out they were tricking us because they just wanted to keep us around because they're those types of friends that just because you bought a pickup truck, all of a sudden you're the go-to guy. They'll call you up on the side and be like, "Hey buddy, how have you been? It's been a couple weeks since we spoke." And you go, Oh, you want us to help you move? Because I got a pickup truck. Fuck me. Anyway, that was them. Now there's a giant iron colossus, and the overlords here, and we gotta deal with them, and we're all fucked. Because we haven't rested in 3 sessions.
To be clear, what is the colossus made out of?
Bronze.
Bronze, okay.
Alright, you gotta get the fuck out of here, dwarf. Flee, you fool. You can't tunnel through it.
Okay, so let's go right into the Colossus. And I will read you out its stats, because you guys are going to have to deal with it immediately. The Colossus is an army of one. It's a giant statue brought to life and used as a machine of war. Its defenses are many, and its weapons carry several tons of stone behind each blow. If either of these stats are damaged, the Colossus is destroyed. Massive stone body. The Colossus's massive stone body is built to last. This stat cannot be damaged by anything less than siege weaponry and high explosives. If this stat is damaged, the Colossus falls over and everyone near it risks being crushed. Power core. The Colossus has a weak point deep inside of it, a mechanical or magical core that powers it. Anyone near the core risks being set on fire by its intense heat. If this stat is damaged, the Colossus falls apart and everyone inside it risks being crushed. Armored exterior. The Colossus is nearly invincible. If you don't deal with its thick outer shell of bronze, you cannot hope to stop it for good. 6 feet of bronze. The Colossus's armor is several feet thick and cannot be damaged by anything less than siege weaponry and high explosives. Unless this stat is damaged, you cannot harm the Colossus's massive stone body. Maintenance tunnel. There is a secret entrance into the Colossus, but it is well hidden, hard to reach, and locked. Unless this stat is damaged, you cannot reach the Colossus's power core. And then its weaponry. Hands of God. The Colossus's massive arms and legs are its main threat. They can crush you like a fly, and stopping them requires some serious firepower of your own. This right hand of mine. The right arm of the Colossus holds a massive sword, which can be used to destroy anything it can hit. It swings slowly, but the blow covers such a large area it can be difficult to dodge. Anyone directly hit by this weapon is taken out, damaging all of their stats.
Oh no.
The left arm. The left arm of the Colossus is free, but it can use it to swat off anyone trying to harm it. Climbing the Colossus is dangerous while this arm is functional. Pillars of stone. The legs of the Colossus can crush anything underfoot. The Colossus can simply walk through anything in its path, destroying all vehicles and structures that get in its way, and it leaves massive footprints wherever it goes. If this stat is damaged, the Colossus becomes immobile and crashes to the ground, potentially crushing anyone below it. So to start off with, the Colossus had cupped its hand behind you and trapped you all in front of it.
And it threw that lantern down to block off.
And it threw the lantern down. Yeah, which is why its left arm is now free. And it is going to rear back and strike at all of you with its sword.
Oh boy.
I'm not here yet, though. Right?
No, we all gathered up. No, we're all here now. We
Yeah.
gathered together.
Do you have that
all
immunity
there.
power?
Pardon?
Do you have that immunity power?
Yes, but I think he counts as he can hurt me anyway.
Oh.
Because he's a giant, right?
What does your power say?
Let me pull it up here.
Okay, pause.
He's not a threat to the world.
And we're back. We had to print off Mark's character sheet.
So what's the plan, guys? How will we take care of this invincible colossus?
I do appreciate the music. Oh, I'm already running away. Like, you guys turn around, there's a Goblin King shaped outline behind you.
Okay.
And I'm running down the street like,
roll to get away.
hey, that uses Grace. You really fucked me with that, that sentence.
I guess we're gonna work together to get us away as well, Poover.
Prover is going to start basically digging a hole,
Okay.
making sure it's big enough for, although it's really not going to be
10
jumped.
plus.
Nice.
I rolled
So-
Grace by accident, but I got a 6, 6, and a 5, and I will never get a better roll.
So I believe that means you pick 3 options.
Cool. I get there quickly, avoiding any harm along the way. I get there quietly, drawing no attention. I grab someone nearby. So I'm going to get there quickly, avoiding harm, and I'm going to grab the rain.
Okay.
So just...
So you are yoinked by a goblin
Actually,
who scurries you away.
All right.
You want to realize trying to do a get away from me is pretty much an automatic fail.
Okay.
So I could try getting both of us away, working with you, so we can roll with hope.
Yeah.
Sure. That sounds.
As the Poover's trying to distract it, I'll try to actually fly us away. Yes, 10 plus. So
Oh, you can fucking
fly, yes.
Goddamn boots.
boots. I keep forgetting about those boots.
Them elven shoes.
Damn you.
So yeah, get there quickly and take Poover with me.
Okay.
Oh, no, the
Perhaps
dwarf's
towards the ship.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So it rears back with its huge sword and swings across the area where you guys were. But the goblin is so fast that he just zips away with the rain, carrying her over his shoulder. And you fly up into the air with Poover narrowly avoiding the edge of the sword.
In my mind, when we were about to run away, I took out a straw and drank you and just ran.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
This is cussed. We're so cussed. I try to make friends with them. People keep saying that works.
If we can get the ship to engage it, I can maybe get under it.
Well, I think that's our only hope.
Okay, everyone can't talk at once.
Alright, well, you guys go
We're
first.
kind of having our own.
Well, no, we can't because it's a podcast. It's mono direction.
Oh yes.
God damn it. So you guys go first.
Quick, guy, let's check our ship character sheet to figure out what we can do with it, actually.
Well, it just so happens that I know for a fact that the upgrade I picked for it was the giant freaking cannon shells. Did I not?
The missile salvo, was it? Yeah, there was missile
Yeah,
salvo.
missile salvo. And I can spend 1 ammo, and we can.
Area attack with ship's ranged weaponry for the rest of the scene.
So yeah, basically.
So let's figure out how to do this while you guys do your actual action.
Yeah, you guys read the rules then.
Okay. It's going to use its free left hand to try and swat you guys out of the air. Over to you guys.
Alright, what do we do? We definitely don't want to be on the other end of it.
No, but if we're inside of it, it probably can't hurt us. And also,
That's goblin instinct right there. Go crawl up them.
yeah, and then also, I'm water, and it's, big rock man, so we can cut
It's
it up
made
from
of
inside.
bronze.
What is metal but rocks? Metal's just rocks that you can melt.
No, yeah, but I'm just making sure you knew. I don't know if you can see rocks. Okay, well, how do we get inside of it?
I can do it because I'm water, but you're not. So, I don't know.
Well,
But,
I run out distracted and you crawl into it.
That works.
Hey,
Don't die.
So you need to
No, I won't
damage
die.
its maintenance tunnel stat.
Wait, are we aware that there's a maintenance tunnel? Like, we, the players, know. But
You are, because... What was his name? Alessandro told you.
yeah,
Did he?
we have to blow the tunnel open. I think I can pull that off.
Alright.
Yeah, I know a guy. Whoa.
I'll I'll whistle for my dwarven black powder gunner friend, Winter, who's been with us the whole time. He's a free spirit scout kind of guy. He'll just show up.
And when he says free spirit, he doesn't mean it's another ghost.
No, he's just... Yeah, we've known each other my whole life. I am 2 months old. He probably found my egg lair. Or whatever I came out of.
Okay, tell us about him.
Dwarven gunner, he's covered in burn marks. His name's Winter. He's converted his black powder blunderbuss into a sniper rifle. He's kind of like a free range, sort of like sticks to himself ranger type fellow. And doesn't believe in society or order or really following clan culture and stuff, and just kind of wants to be free and travel the world.
So if he's a dwarf, is he a roguefolk?
He is.
Oh, so he's a...
I took his gear option because I could with, yeah.
Okay.
So he's like an old scarred up kind of dwarf dude.
Okay, so he comes up.
Yeah, he'll have like white feathers or whatever because he's like, the white feather sniper from World War II.
Yeah. What does he do?
Alright, Winter. We need you to go and plant some explosives on that maintenance hatch, and then I'll blow it.
Hey, no problem. And I will use the bonds that bind us, or the bonds of servitude, to blow his black powder keg stat. So he will cleverly head around the colossus while it's targeting these two assholes in the air, and he will start planting charges and run away. And then I'll be in charge of blowing them.
Okay, and that damages his stat?
Not yet. I have to actually finish it.
Okay.
I'm just using his stat to do the setup because I can't actually damage the colossus. You need explosives.
You guys, incoming attack.
Overcoming things. I'm like a blood. She right there. Check
Yeah,
it
I
out.
know. My
Yeah,
blood
that's
is
one of
gone.
the powers of companions. I can use their stats to set up
overcome-
fictional context I don't have.
Okay.
Hang on, maybe I can do this instead. How about... Draw me here! I say, pointing to a set of a bunch of rocks, sort of rocky terrain, at the corner of the one of the walls of the other side of the town.
Okay.
And he basically digs down and basically is going to sort of use the walls as mobile cover, digging through it as he can, and trying to distract this thing. He fires a flare from his tunneling kit. I'll burn my other things. I have a feeling we'll be resting soon.
Okay. So you burn one of your gear options to distract it away from swatting the architect out of the air, and then vanish into the ground. So you successfully dodge the left hand. And then back over to you guys.
All right, Goblin King runs out onto the field, and I will grab my orc weapons. I still have my explosive spinning top. Perfect. No, I still have my my black powder skateboard. Excellent. So, from my gear, I have a longboard with wheels hammered into it that has black powder all over and funnels and distillery bits. And I'll start kicking up onto it and smashing the back with a rock to light it and try to skateboard my way up its leg, kick off at the last moment, allow the skateboard to go like a missile into the black powder charge and blow the door open. Then I will land sliding down its arm onto a nearby roof. It's gonna look wicked awesome.
Okay.
Should we coordinate so I get Hope?
I mean, yeah.
Hope, you should be on there with me, helping to guide me. And then you can land on the...
Yeah, when you do your kick, I'll follow the
you'll float
explosion
down
and go
onto
in.
it. There we go. I roll with Hope. Eat a dick, dice curve. Fuck you, bell curve. Aha! 10 plus. 5, 5, and a 1.
Okay, you successfully damage the maintenance tunnel stat. And you open up the tunnel to the power core.
Yeah, and I'm allowed to finish it with a... I know I just got myself advantage, but that gave me fictional context to even do it. But I just turned my weapon, I got the advantage to blow open the tunnel.
Okay.
Just telling the listeners so they know how this is all comboing up.
So as you guys are dashing around and trying to avoid it and keep the hands busy, you see a massive explosion coming up behind it as the Goblin King runs a skateboard full of explosives right into the hindquarters.
We're gonna Ant-Man this.
I was actually just about to ask where this maintenance hatch is on the Colossus.
Yeah, it's the butt.
It's the butt.
It's the healer's kill.
It's the butt. Alright, I'm going to
go up the
Yeah, go up the maintenance shaft and figure that stuff out. But I guess we're gonna flip to them.
Yeah, because it is going to make another sword attack against everyone who's outside.
So much sword fighting. So should we just roll get away again?
Keep it busy using your 10 plus. No, it's not a one-on-one fight. I know.
Get away or overcome.
Well, I'll +1 get away. What do you have?
I'll keep him busy.
I'm pretty
Focus
terrible.
attention
We're
on
kind of separate now,
Okay.
so...
Alright. So, it probably felt that explosion is looking at us, right? Like it's looking in the area
Yep.
the explosion came. So, I will start hooting and jumping up at it and, like, making myself look as attention as possible. And, I don't know, where did all the people run to hide?
Back into the buildings.
Okay, but I'm on top of the building. Are they in this building?
Yes.
Stupid fucking morons. Leave the goddamn city. I will use my goblin clamberingness and clamber up one of the big indestructible walls.
Okay.
So, it'll have to hit the architect wall.
Okay.
I'm
it is-
hoping that when it swings at me, it'll lodge its sword in there a bit, giving these guys enough time to get away.
Hoover kind of turns his head and go, "Oh, hi," because that was kind of what he was doing too.
I did it.
It is swinging fully at you.
Yup. Oh boy, I get to die. Roll plus courage. 5, 6, 7. I buy them some time, and their attention's all on you for now. They will retaliate against you when that time is up.
Okay. So it it swings. It lodges its sword into the wall, and then it starts pulling it out, and it is fixated entirely on you.
Did it damage the wall?
Yeah.
Those walls are damageable?
Like a scrape.
They were made of like super material. I didn't know.
They are, but so is the colossus.
Did bits of it fall off?
Yes.
Snapchat that for later. All right, swing away from me. I'm in danger now, guys. It goes to
Yeah.
you.
So it's going at you.
Well, I guess we'll try shooting at it if we have the range in the ship. We'll just, at least I guess I get there and call for the
Caleb or whatever.
Caleb Abernathy, the ghost badger, to
Okay.
ready the cannons and fire at this thing. In this range.
Hey, Nicole, you might want to take your turn soon.
Okay.
What do we roll? Roll plus cannon. Do we have plus cannon?
I think your cannon is at 0.
0.
Yeah.
Well, try rolling to, I don't know, I guess keep it busy as well for giving some value for Nicole. I guess.
Also, I'm inside of it. I don't know.
Well, basically,
Okay, so you're
the cannon shots are likely to pierce solid bronze backed by things, but it might keep it busy. It might distract it.
okay. Yep, that's fair.
I rolled a 7. So, yeah, buy some time. Attention is on us. So the ship's maneuvering on water.
Okay. So it is going to make its. Well, let's do Nicole first.
Okay. So I'm up his butthole. What do I see?
Yeah. You see a narrow series of tunnels that lead towards a core, and it is burning hot. Like you are sweating just being at the entrance. You can't just advance in there without anything else. You will melt.
Yeah.
Well, time to blow it up with Nicole in sight.
I would like to use my Rainmaker
Okay.
to fill this entire inside area, including the wherever its core is, with rain.
Okay. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yep, fill the area around you with fog or rain.
Okay. Yeah. So you summon up a fog, and it gets very steamy.
No, have hope there, Nicole.
So, can I advance into the thing then? Does it cool it down?
That doesn't cool it down. It just burns it into steam.
Okay. Well, let me see then. I thought I was thinking that would cool it down. Well, I guess that's my move.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Alright.
I've done it, so I'm like, ah.
Sword coming at you. He's
Bigger
just
shot,
he's
right?
he's pulled it like up above him, and he is just pile driving it down.
Did
right
you
into
guys
it.
just keep him busy?
Yes.
That means it drew its attention to them now. Right now it's going to go to the ship to murder, right?
Well, we have to finish the result of your keep them busy.
right. And the
then
result
we'll,
was...
and then we'll shift over to their keep them busy.
Well, what I mean is, like, the result of that is it's going to murder me. And as
Yes.
it's going to murder me, they start shooting. It's like, wait a minute. Like, that's how you keep the chain going to keep someone from being hurt, if you can, I think.
Okay.
Because they gave up their... what they could have done is tried to kill it while it was trying to kill me.
Maybe this is just sort of as a potential compromise. Maybe it's now, even though its attention is devoted to us, so it's going to start heading towards the ship, but maybe it will do a less lethal attack as it pushes by.
Mine was going to be get away, so if I don't do well on get away, it's going to hit me. That'll be the consequence for the cut, or whatever cut you invent for that.
Okay.
But maybe it's a less potent cut instead of the actual sword if it's concentrating.
Sure. It's just trying to stomp him as it moves by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
it's not an instant takeout.
I'm going to do get away inside the Colossus.
Okay. You're gonna try and get up inside it. With
Is that
Nicole?
rain doing anything? Is it leaving the Colossus and making the area rainy?
The rate is really inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I guess it's
Can I roll
having
with
some
hope with
anal
these guys
going on,
doing
but
the...
it's...
Because
Can I roll with hope with these guys shooting?
Yeah,
distracted?
because they're helping.
There
you.
we go.
Yeah.
I roll with... This is get away, so it's Grace. -1. So I got an 8, which means...
Pick one.
I only get 1. I get there quickly, avoiding any harm along the way. So I will let the sword come down, I will skitter across it, and then go up into the maintenance tunnel. Okay. Let me just see.
So you still draw attention, and you cannot make anyone else.
Yeah. So it is aware of you. What's your character's name?
Marilla.
Marilla. Marilla managed to sneak up inside without being noticed, but when you go up, it is aware that people are inside and trying to take it out from within. But it is focused on the ship and the cannons, so it is striding over towards you guys.
Okay, I guess we should use our maneuverable boat and just, I don't know, position it so it has to walk into the water and be less maneuverable out of its element, I guess. So we, I guess, keeping it busy both by piloting it this
It would
time.
also be very good for me to be in water, so...
Yeah. So I guess plus engine. Ooh, that's a 5.
Epic fail.
Nope, that's a 5.
Okay. So as you try and get away, it surges out into the water and just grabs your ship and just lifts it up into the air. And it's about to throw it down onto the rocks.
Oh no!
Well, I guess we'll spend our downtime here repairing it.
At least we'll get our fucking shit healed.
Well, at least I can fly. I don't have
You
vehicles.
get up inside, and you encounter a very humid environment, which you maybe weren't entirely expecting.
It's just life, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna scuttle around and try to find you then.
Okay. You see her right at the start because she hasn't moved very much past the entrance, and you see the same thing that she does: a series of tunnels that lead in towards a core that is just burning hot.
What's the core look like?
It's like a ball of fire.
How are we supposed to deal with this?
I was thinking about breaking off a piece of it itself to use as a shield, because clearly the material it's made out of doesn't get burned by the fire. So if you use it as a shield, we can get closer.
Yeah,
And plus I'm water, so I can cool it down from our side if we need it.
Yeah, alright.
But I don't know what to do once we get there, because I'm pretty sure if I touch that, I'll evaporate.
I'm just gonna...
I have a plan.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Alright. You need to cover me, and then I'll just run into the core.
Yeah.
Just keep me cool.
Oh. I'll, like, go around him.
Yeah, just bail out at the last moment.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna run straight towards the chorus, and I'm going to take out a weapon. I'm gonna try and smash it.
Okay.
Get
You're
Should
gonna need
I roll overcome to overcome the damage he would take from the fire?
You need to roll overcome, and he needs to pay a price.
Okay. The price I'll pay is one of my food will burn out. No, that seems a little lame.
Clearly, I'm working with him, so I get hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a stupid price to pay. You know what? I'm just gonna take damage. I'm just gonna damage myself. That's cool. That's a fun price. I'm gonna damage my sense. There.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, lose some units.
Nicole?
On my overcome roll to make sure that he doesn't get hurt, I got an 8. I got a 5.
Pay a price. Oh.
Yeah, so I will pay a price, which will be me taking damage because I'm still in the fucking heat. I'm just covering him.
Burn.
Okay.
So I will damage.
Sense.
Well, I was gonna damage like a physical type stat, so like blood, courage, or grace. I was thinking, but yeah, I'll do grace. Some of me evaporated, so I'm not
Okay.
as stable.
Alright, I'm gonna run screaming at the core. You're probably gonna peel off. Take out my goblin moonshine. Because, you know, this thing's probably a very stable equilibrium environment. And I'm going to spike it into the core as hard as I can because it's explosive.
Okay.
And try to blow the core by overloading it.
Roll to finish them.
Everybody get down. Now, you're helping me, right? Like, because you're like, we're working together on this? Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
Okay. That's a rough roll. I got a 9. So I get to damage it.
Oh, I think that's enough to destroy the core and that depowers it. Right?
You damage the stat,
Alright.
which means the colossus starts to collapse, and everyone inside it risks being crushed.
Yup.
Someone needs to roll a
So-
getaway.
You guys are at risk of being crushed. You guys are being dropped.
Oh, right. We're being held.
Well, I'm because
Oh my God.
Oh, man, I'm
Whoa, what about you guys, Peter says, flying away from the, like, staying in midair as the ship falls away from him.
No, I need to coordinate with the crew to keep the ship, I don't know, somewhat balanced. I don't know, maybe shooting some cannons to right us right before we hit the
Shooting your way to safety.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe shooting the engines. Yeah, roll with engines. Maybe. That's a good start for us. Oh, that's a 9. Yes. So
Okay.
not a total failure.
So a 9 on, what was it, getaway?
Yeah, I guess, or engines primed and
Okay, so pick one.
yep. Avoiding any harm along the way, I guess.
Okay.
I guess all our crew falls out of the boat.
Well,
If you
your
wanted to
crew is
call
a
that as
ghost.
whole- as whole.
Well, we also have Lil.
Nope, she's not crew, or else she'd be part of the ship.
Well, we do have 2 crew as just a number, and so on and so on. But
Okay.
Yeah, there's misc crews here.
So the ship crashes into the rocks and is almost broken in half, but you manage to lash yourself to the side and avoid taking any serious damage. So you guys are fine, but the ship is fucked.
okay, so I guess it takes another damage on all its stats. I suppose?
Yes, it does. And you guys are in danger of being crushed.
I'll get us out of here. Okay. I'm going to roll getaway, and because we're in a watery, like because it's raining in here, I get to roll with hope, and hopefully I'll get enough to be able to pick that I bring them with me.
Otherwise, you're just fucked.
Ow. I don't fear death. It just means I get to make a new awesome character. And I'll probably still use this.
I'll say I grab some. I got a 9, so I'll say the one option I chose was I grab someone nearby and bring them with me. But I don't avoid harm along the way, and I do draw attention.
Okay, so you both take damage.
Can I overcome that? I don't know how. You'd have to describe the context of the damage.
I mean,
Or I guess
because
maybe
of
I
the
have to
concept-
It's a collapsing colossus, and the rain grabs you and tries to pull you along, and they manage to get you, but not before the gears.
Yeah, I'll take
and
the
bits
damage.
inside.
It's
fall onto you.
I'll take the damage.
Okay.
My grace.
But you guys see the colossus sort of falter, and then keel over, and then just collapse into the bay.
well, at least it's far away from the civilians. So that's good.
Oh, how tragic! None of them were hurt.
Yeah.
And none of the traitorous weasels were hurt.
I spread goblin spores all over the inside of it, turned into a colony of bronze goblins.
Yeah, Poover is already going to head to one of the fishing boats and make sure and see if people are still alive in case anyone needs to. Of course, the air will be much quicker because flying.
Well, okay. So yeah, we'll just help people around if they fell out of the ship, because hey, got some.
Okay, yeah,
I
you've
see
got
that.
some crew that's in the water and needs rescuing. So you pull those guys out.
Yeah.
We're on the Colossus.
Yeah, you're done.
Alright, we gotta go.
And I'll run up towards the mountain.
Oh, okay. There was a little boy who needed seaweed though. He was really sick and he needed
No, those are a bunch of lies. They were lying to us because they're needy.
Who would lie about a sick child?
You ever heard the boy, the gold goblin?
No.
You ever hear the story of the maiden's milking?
What?
You ever hear the story of the 3 bears and the wolf cub?
I think
They were
my
just
people...
lying, alright? This isn't complicated.
I know I got it at first. Then he started trying to tell me stories I don't know.
So everyone is coming out of the buildings. They're all just sort of stunned, staring in disbelief at the fallen Colossus.
Well, I guess now we have to deal with the Grand Architect.
I was running on all fours towards the mountain.
Yeah, as soon as we
Yes,
we got out and like immediately started running up the mountain.
Poover makes his way over and like he just stops for a second, notices the people, and he just as he runs, he just raises a middle claw at the entire town.
I take my war horse and ride it up.
You have a war
Okay.
horse?
Yes.
Oh, poor
It's in the
thing.
ship.
It's always on a
All
boat.
its legs are broken. It's just scrambling around on them.
I don't think horses like being on boats.
Thankfully, it can swim.
It's a seahorse.
But
Okay. It is quite the mountain, and it is a long trek, which means that this is going to be a long journey.
You're draining our blood, man.
does that mean
Well-
does people who are injured have time to eat?
Well.
We should take
Yeah.
a rest.
If you guys want to take a rest instead of going straight up, that's on you.
That's if we're between scenes, we can just what's it called? Fill our bellies, right?
Yeah,
We just grab some rations from our pack, basically. We're not sitting down to...
Yes, no.
Yeah, no, we're between scenes. If you
All
want
right.
to fill your bellies,
Jesus
you can
Christ,
fill
let's
your bellies.
fill our goddamn bellies.
Yeah, but that doesn't heal everything. It only heals one thing.
That's
Yes,
good enough
better
for
than
me.
nothing. I think they kill
Let
anything.
me tell you a secret, Nicole. That's good enough for me right now.
You also heal your allies and whatnot.
Alright, so I'm gonna eat some food and share it with Winter and heal our damage.
Okay.
Who wants to share a meal
damage.
with me, Nicole?
Hmm?
Because if you eat food and shield it with me, you will both heal extra damage.
Okay. You said you called me Winter?
No, my dude.
Okay, that was very.
My dude. I'm now out of food. I guess you pause because Peter just walked up and left.
Yep.
Alright, we're back.
Okay. So you guys are setting off on a long journey up the mountain. Who wants to start?
So for this, we just propose a problem and pass the buck on to someone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start. So we're going up the mountain. We stopped for a brisk meal because we did fill our belly in between scenes and stuff. And you guys notice that the path up ahead has a bunch of trees that have fallen over. Like big, islandy, like deciduous trees. They're the ones that decide to lose their leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maple trees and shit. Redwoods, they're the huge ones. Big fucking trees have fallen over from the calamity that's been going on.
Okay. Prover will handle that, and he's just going to basically dig a short tunnel. That seems like something he'd be really, really good at as a way to potentially make a hole to get by.
Man, these trees would make really good hideout nests.
Really good. What?
Hideout nests. So, like you burrow into the inside, you eat all the tree blood, and you turn into a hive.
I would wager these were set to deter us and keep us keep us busy.
Oh, there was some landslide or something. We'll see. So, Hoover set something up for someone else. long journey.
Oh yes.
That blank look on your face.
In character, out of character.
Yeah, he thought it was in character, so he's like, what?
Just gonna make a trap. Like,
Yes, we don't want anyone following us.
let's see. We are going to be. I think at some point there must be at least one honest to God falling boulder, because we're going uphill. They know we're coming. They must have set some kind of falling boulder trap, and we just
But
wouldn't
even if
be.
they're not, maybe a landslide still.
Yeah, or
the
natural
colossus
landslide.
stuff.
One of those two.
A giant boulder is just falling down on us.
Indiana Jones style boulder is classic, or something like that, or a trap with something similar.
So, who should be solving that issue?
Well, one of you two, because we don't want to fucking short circuit the loop.
So, I'm going to grab Goblin King and climb up the side of the mountain that's like the cliff to the path we're going up, to be above the rock that's rolling down the path we're on, to go up the mountain. And I'm going to yell out to Juno to grab Hoover and do the same, because he can fly.
And our companions will scatter.
Yes.
Fly, horsey, fly.
Get a cat of nine tails.
See, I need some, shoes for it, also made by Elsa. It can
I
fly.
didn't know you were on your fucking horse. That's your problem. Your horse gets squished. That's your problem. I'm passing it off to you.
Yay!
How does your horse deal with it? Does it fucking James Baxter the boulder?
Probably just steal scatters.
That's an amazing that you can fly, but how does your horse survive? And also, why did it change color and is a completely different shape now with different barding?
Your beagle metamorphosized into a totally different animal. Also, I found this
The
bag
part of the
blood
horse
and
will be
bones under the
played
cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Gorgon Goss will just scatter the rest of my companions and they'll just scatter away.
Okay then, Nicole. Set something up for someone. Me or Tyler?
You hear a giant baby crying. There's a giant baby blocking the path, and it's crying. And it doesn't want to move because it's a giant baby, and it's cranky.
Like a giant baby animal.
No, like a giant human baby, but it's a giant. It's a giant.
There are giants.
Yeah. It's blocking our fucking path.
What in the name of...
What are you gonna do, Juno? It's a baby. It doesn't understand money.
I guess I'll fly around to find its mother so she can take it with her. You mountain folk. I guess.
It's a shame we already ate. Now we have a bunch of veal.
No.
How does Morella respond to that?
Marilla raises her bond.
Goblins don't actually normally eat people, so I probably would assume it was a joke. Because I'm not racist, so I don't think that you're actually serious about eating people.
Eating this baby.
Yeah. So yeah, I would laugh, because it's clearly actually a joke and not for real.
Yeah, we all start laughing. Goblin takes out like a little spray bottle and sprays a little away. Just on the side. Shh. No, it's not cool.
So yeah, we try to find its mother. And yeah.
Okay. You manage to find a giantess not far away. What are you doing on my mountain?
Well, I'm sorry we're trespassing here, but we heard that someone also went up the mountains trying to destabilize the structure there, so we need to pass to make sure that this mountain doesn't blow away. We're sorry for the trouble, man. Anyhow, I'm trying to be all nice and so on, like an Arab can be.
Okay. Do you want to roll speak softly?
Sure thing.
Royal command.
Maybe
royal
also
command.
bring up the fact that we found her baby, because she's probably like,
Maybe
oh my
mention
god.
her baby once.
Oh my god, where's my baby?
Mention your baby once in that conversation, Peter. Because you didn't.
I got a 12. So yeah,
First, yeah, I guess.
I tell her that, her baby is on the road, and if she could move it for at least for a bit, it would be very grateful, and so on and so on.
First, yeah, I guess.
So yeah,
First, yeah, I guess.
I tell her that, her baby is on the road, and if she could move it for at least for a bit, it would be very grateful, and so on and so on.
All right. She acquiesces.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is that how we're pronouncing that word today?
Yes.
For once, I was going to say it, but okay.
It's a perfectly common.
And then she sees the Goblin King and flies into a rage and attacks him.
I will counter
No,
that.
she doesn't. She picks up her.
It's murder time.
It'd be funny. It's like, hey, I don't know what giant. Maybe you're looking at stats for giants, and they normally do throw temper tantrums at some stuff. I don't know.
She takes her baby and eats it up the mountain. It'll be fine.
It's a giant baby. It just smashes it upside down and be like cooing itself to sleep.
You know, babies fall over all the time and hit their heads. It's the same type of distance.
Okay, the scene that I'm going to set for you guys is that you head up to a mountain pass and encounter a large crevasse where there used to be a bridge, but it has now been blown out.
I think I'm supposed to be able to solve this because I didn't solve anyone yet.
Yes.
Right? So I think at that point, Goblin King, Lil, Gormengost, Winter all turn their head towards the air.
How are you
Oh,
solving this issue?
because he's an architect. Just build us a new bridge.
Because he can fly.
Yes! Yes!
How do you
It's
build
like-
us a new bridge, Panda Man?
Yeah.
It's like D&D. There's no. You can't do anything if you can fly. There's no way you can jump.
Oh, the game's ruined because we can fly. Fucking D&D people. Oh right, Dungeon World when I was the dragon flying constantly, ruining Tyler's encounters. Oh, the Lost Mines of Founder falls apart if you can fly because it's a shittily written book. Oh.
Oh no.
D&D.
So what you're suggesting as a solution is that Peter grabs us and one by one flies us over?
There's
How
only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us? I'm counting the horses.
Or, I mean, like, he could also grab the bottom of the bridge, too, right? Like,
I'm going to use my.
Are there any limits on the weight that you can pick up?
You're
Yeah.
the limit.
Because it's
So-
like normal human weight, I assume.
Can,
Whatever you can grab.
can you carry a horse? I don't think you
so.
can.
Just put a rope around its neck and carry it by
but
its
seriously,
neck.
if you want to fix the bridge, I'm assuming the bridge has gone down,
Again,
like...
I'm going to use my dragon's horn, which is useful. I'm going to take my golden ropes and make a rope bridge for people to cross. I'm going to be sturdy as fuck because I'm an engineer.
Okay.
The horse can trot
You just
along.
put like basically like a chainmail and like redid it into a chain, like a full chain.
Check off that you used it.
I did.
I know I was supposed to solve it, but I did solve it. I just looked at the bridge builder.
Yeah.
Quick, build a ravine wall.
Can I build a goblin weapon that's long enough to cross the entire bridge?
I mean, I could get across no problem. All I would do is crawl my way across.
It's like a
Same, I could just
40-foot
go
pole.
down and then back up because I can walk on walls.
Okay, so you guys successfully navigate the mountain, and you come up to the summit where you can see that the top has plummeted in almost like a volcano to reach the foundation of what is a huge, colossal pillar that towers up into the sky. And you can see Grand Architect Zane standing at the edge of the crevasse, looking down onto it, and he is flanked by two huge, colossal titans. One is emanating steam, the other is emanating smoke.
Are they like people or are they golems?
They're golems.
Okay,
They're like-
that's what I wanted to know.
3 to 4 size of a person. And as you approach, he turns to greet you. He goes, "Oh, if it isn't the great betrayer."
Now, I know you're about to launch into it, so I want to preface this so you have time to react. I will now burn being famous on the Overlord, who's a valid character for this, and forge a bond with him. He knows about me and is my fan.
Okay.
So I now have a bond with him.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you that before you launched into your whole thing. Because I will be there with my hands on my hips right next to,
Oh, I was going to say something that he could twist the knife, but he can't against you.
Awesome.
Strange, I was about to say the same.
Yes. And I see you've brought a dagger through my heart. It's been a while.
What's his name again?
Zach.
Zane.
Oh.
Is
Grand
that
Nagus Zach from Deep Space Nine.
That's how we're pronouncing it today, Devin.
He brought a dagger to my heart. I'm gonna be like, kind of like that thing where you look down and like twirl your foot a bit and be like, "Hi, Zane."
Both of the golems move for their swords, but then he holds out a hand and says, "No, I won't be the one to strike the first blow."
Oh, fine with me. So Hoover then will start charging towards the true betrayer, and basically just sort of runs between the legs of the golem and is just going insanely and stupidly directly for the overlord.
You should try booting him off of the cliff into the volcano. We're at a volcano, right? You did say that?
It's like a caldera.
Oh.
So yeah,
It's not an
Are we
active
in the
volcano.
caldera now?
No, you're at the lip of it.
Okay. Also, so I hold a bond with the Overlord. Where does that go? Does it go on the Overlord's bond list or my bond list?
Yours.
Okay.
yeah.
You have a bond with him. He doesn't have a bond
It's
with
really
you.
hard, and
It's
I wish...
really not.
I'm going to call this clearing a path.
Okay.
Basically, because he's going to be going through both the golem's legs in like angry badger mode, running on all fours for once, and that would be a 7.
So what do you do?
So my reckless charge causes problems. I think I've got like 4 food left. I think my entire pack, which is basically all my supplies, is just going to be caught and left off.
Okay.
So one. Would not be
so
opening.
one of the
That's-
golems is going to grab for you, and you're going to narrowly avoid it, but it's going to grab your pack and just rip it away. Okay. So that's what he's doing.
I was prepared to start fighting right away.
I guess I could be reckless here, like.
Let me go to some fight music.
Is it really far down to the bottom of the caldera, though? Like, we're on the lip of it, so is it like a big cliff?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then I am going to use my Rainmaker, which I healed at the break. Although I didn't mark it for some reason. But I'm going to use it to send someone flying away from me with a blast of water to the Overlord to try to push him off the cliff.
By the way,
Okay.
sorry, the Trinit's mentioned, on clear the path is now clear. So people should have a clear path to the Overlord because the golems are now kind of have turned towards dealing with me because I've gone through both of them.
And there's one that's steam and fire?
One is steam, one is smoke.
Alright.
And then the overlord twists his knife. As we call. So, use your move. Do you have to roll anything, or does it just happen?
Just
It
happened.
just happens.
Okay. Does
Now,
the-
whether or not he actually falls down the cliff,
Well.
I mean.
First of all, you're acting against
Yeah.
the threat to the world, so pay a price.
So yeah, I'll turn to Juno. That's weird.
Is this really how we're opening this right into the fight?
Well, that's how they started it.
Oh boy!
I think it's pretty specifically not how he started it.
Well, how they started it.
They.
I mean, the seal was already broken, so.
Oh boy, I sure wasn't hoping for diplomacy to win out today.
Well, I was hoping to challenge him to a duel, but, well...
That seems like that could still be on the table, right?
Look at Zane.
So she blows him back
Oh boy.
off the edge of the caldera, and you see him disappear down, and then rise up, levitating on a pair of elven boots, identical to the ones
Someone's stealing my
worn
style.
by Architect Juno.
Dude, you have boots just like he does.
Power of magic.
Yes, a lot of people have boots, Goblin King. It's not that unusual.
I'm just saying, you have flying shoes exactly like he does. Like it's a coincidence that you also picked boots he originally had.
Huh. Well, why don't we settle this?
I expected more from you, Juno. More than just sheer brunt brutality. I mean, I know that you can't possibly comprehend the depths of what I'm doing, but I would have expected at least professional courtesy.
Well, I'm sorry that my companions were so brash. How about we start this over? I'd like to challenge you to a duel and start fluttering away on my boots as well and take my sword out. Take care of the titans.
Yeah, I figured that out. I put 2 and 3 together. Got my 4.
Very well. I accept your offer.
Okay. So,
I declare one of the golems is my friend and loves me.
I'm going to.
Steam Golem is going for you. Smoke Golem is going for you.
Smoke one?
Yes.
Do you mind if we look up their threat stats?
Yeah, I will list
They're under the
those
type.
for you right now. One is a cloud giant, one is a fire giant.
Oh, okay, they're just reflavored as columns.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So the cloud giant has Windrunner. Cloud giants can fly, and their attacks can send enemies flying along the wind. Cloud giants never go indoors if they can help it. It also has like flies. Anyone who fails a roll or pays a price while on top of a cloud giant is swatted off in addition to the usual consequences. The fire giant has crushing blow. Anyone damaged by a giant takes 2 damage. Wildfire, the fire giant is burning and dangerous, and then like flies again.
Burning and dangerous. What does that? So
Dangerous
That's
means
the
when
one
he
going
attacks.
after me, though.
Dangerous means that when he hits, it's an area attack and it destroys the environment. Burning means we catch fire, but I don't specifically remember that.
does that mean I can't attack him, or?
No, you can attack him.
Oh,
I mean, again, they are giants, so you have to have a thematic explanation of how.
Burning
you're going
attacks
to
start fires.
So you have to have a thematic explanation of how you're going to be damaging them. Because if once you're in the clouds and you go, oh, I'm swinging my sword at it, well, how do you do that?
Okay. You go to fire giant?
Yeah.
All right.
No, he has the cloud giant,
okay.
and she has the fire giant.
All right, I'm gonna come with you to the cloud giant then, so you can take it down. I guess I will run up and use the Bonds of Servitude to have Winter fire a charge at the giant's head to distract it, and then I'm gonna come up and throw a disc behind it.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll draw its attention, and then you can try and take it out from behind.
Okay. You have an attack coming your way while this is happening.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, in that case, can I overcome that attack from him instead?
Yes.
Alright, then I'll cover for it. Yeah, I will run in and distract it with my frisbee.
Okay. Roll for it.
And we're working together, so ho! Ho! 10 plus! So yeah, I'll just start throwing that disc and like catching it because it's like a boomerang frisbee murder disc and be like, hey, over here, over here, over here!
Okay. You successfully deter it from attacking him. It is now focused entirely on you.
Perfect.
You have an attack coming your way.
What will I do?
Get away, get away.
You're hopelessly hopeless.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Do you overcome for yourself? Or do you
Yes,
just
you
roll to
can.
get away?
You can overcome for yourself.
Okay. So damage means I roll with despair, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
which sucks.
Yeah, I will try to not let this fire thing hit me. Because fire is one of the one things that can hit me. Oh, I got an 8. Pay a price and take the 10 plus result, or for a temporary solution. Paying a price is kind of the same as dealing damage.
Except you have to like choose other options.
But you can spend your gear options.
I mean, we
we
spend our gear, but you could create other scenarios, like I'm knocked over, or maybe I've been removed from the fight. or
exposing
something.
yourself,
Yeah.
separating, things like that.
We can do more than just spend gear like it's extra health.
Yeah, okay. In which case, I'll pay the price of having got knocked down that entire cliff. As I tried to avoid it, I basically fell down. So I'm like out of the fight.
Okay, yeah, you're out of the fight for a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to turn on us.
Yes. You are dueling,
Yes.
which I believe means you need to pay a price.
Yes, so I'm going to use some dual wielding in a dueling style where I take my rifle as well on my sword and spend one of the ammo to pay the price. As I'm going to use my parry counter thrust to keep them busy until 10 plus. As a fine duel as I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were one of my brightest proteges. It's a shame that it had come to this.
Well, I'm sorry that we have some disagreements here, but I cannot let you destroy our way of life, not without, other races agreeing. You can't just make this decision for everyone.
Have you ever considered that our way of life might be wrong?
I mean, it's a possibility, but again, it's not our place to choose for everyone.
It is our place. We are the architects. We shape the destiny of this world. It's
Yes.
up to us to make the hard decisions.
It's not only our own to decide. We're the stewards here, not the kings. I mean, just go back and forth that way, I guess.
Peter's like, don't make me roleplay this whole fucking thing.
I mean,
We'll
we'll
get it gone.
just keep repeating ourselves. So yeah, I guess we could try finishing them by trying to show the error of their ways this way.
I don't think you have advantage.
Well, keeping them busy this way. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Whoa, that's a 10. Wow. Okay, so I guess that'll damage with the overlord stats.
Okay.
Oh no, dude, that cost. Wait, did you get 10 plus?
Yes.
It cost me 3 damage.
Pay a price.
Oh yeah, pay a price. How about I damage with blood? Because I'm obviously not going to be murdering things.
And let me just call up overlord. Which stat do you want to damage?
I don't have piercing, so it's up to you.
Okay. You damage his rich stat.
Okay.
I mean, you should have damaged his flying stat.
He doesn't have.
Sent that jabroni plummeting.
That's not his stat. He's just flying. He's just got gear, Devin.
No, what are his overlord stats?
His overlord stats are charming, invincible, and rich.
I thought it was like flying, motherfuckers.
Yes, such a superpower that makes it no overlord.
Powers the train to the power. Megatron, one of his overlord stats would be flight, because that's what drove him insane in the original G1 comic.
Okay, so Smoke Golem is focused on you. It's going to attack you again. And
Can I try and
no. Steam Golem is focused on you and is going to attack you again. And the
I haven't acted since my
do you
first
want?
charge.
Well, do you want to act?
Yeah, I kind of have an opening now. I figured because
Yeah.
he's trying to.
Sure, go for it.
So we've got this. I'm dealing with the cloud. The cloud one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I call it the flyer.
Yeah, the
Oh,
flyer.
that was
So
close.
this is a golem, and it's powered by steam, basically, right?
Yes.
So Cougar is going to. It's got to have some piping and stuff like that underneath like the areas of its plating.
Okay.
And Cougar's an engineer. He knows this kind of stuff. And he's basically just going to take a badger claw and rip it in between the joints so that steam starts flying out and the thing is starts to lose its ability to move. He's not even going to try and pierce through it. He's going to try and slow it down that way.
Okay.
So finish it.
Sure.
He's going to grip onto it and try and hold tightly, so he'll use his iron. Am I working together with...
Yeah, I'm distracting it. Like I'm Tron zip disking it.
I will take the 4 and 4. That's a 10.
Okay.
Down it goes.
So it's that would be a successful finish.
What did you finish them with?
My claws and
Your
my,
iron.
in my iron.
So you wear them down to, I guess, the run out of steam, right?
Yeah.
Drain its fuel.
Okay. Yeah. You claw onto it, and effectively tire it out.
Okay, I'm gonna swing from that then because I don't have to distract more. I'm gonna grab that disc and huck it over my back as hard as I can at the other golem trying to kill it.
Okay. You don't have advantage on it.
I burn the disc, and now I do.
Okay.
Because I'm an orc, and orcs are built to kill. And that is a 10.
Murder.
So
Okay.
as soon as that happens, just boom!
All right. The other golem also goes down. And now it is just Zane and Juno who are fencing in the air.
Oh yeah. Hoover's kind of in crazy mode.
Well, I guess we can continue this fight. So I'll be using my parry counter thrust since we're still 1-on-1. I'll have to pay a price, so I'll spend another ammo. And I'll invoke, what's it called? Heart of Iron. So I want the Overlord to burn in their bond with me and make me fail and twist the knife and so on.
Okay. So he does that. You fail in your duel, and he pierces a sword through your chest, damaging you.
Okay.
Oh, Gus, did he just kill the golden goose?
I'll damage my sense.
Okay.
Well, that was my move, unless I can continue.
The Overlord is going to attack you.
Okay.
So he's just gonna swing his sword at you.
Are we doing anything about this?
I'm
they're
out of the
both-
fight still.
I'm
Up
in
in the
danger!
We're on the ground. Throw me.
If you want to wait for me to get here, I can.
We can't wait. It's happening now.
Alright, wait a minute.
Take up my last golem alpha, which is a thrown weapon.
Portals.
See, I can take a damage, but I'd like someone to give me an advantage so I can do some neat move here.
All right. Then how about I overcome what's about to happen to you by hucking a bottle of goblin booze to make an explosion as a distraction. Do you have a gun?
I do not.
God damn it. Why don't you have a gun?
Your Dwarven
I think you
rifleman
mean-
guy
Yeah, he
does.
does, but you should have it. Then we can work together. Like, I'll throw it, you explode it. We're trying to
One-eyed
distract
gunners
him.
are nay the best option.
So, wait, you're trying to create an advantage for him, though, right?
Yeah, so my dude would be to throw the bottle up, and then if we were working together, it'd be cool. You'd shoot it, it would make that explosion. We'd be like, whoa, some shit happened. And then Peter could, like, get a chance. I'm not trying to damage the Overlord, we're trying to do something cool. Anyway, I'm gonna hold that bottle up and hope it explodes in the air with my overcome.
Okay.
I guess
I'll
I'm...
walk after it.
Am I okay, you do it then. Someone do that.
I'm not in the fight yet.
You gonna huck a rock?
So
That
I have a
means we're
question
working
for you.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand by throwing you.
Alright, overcome with...
Well, first of all, you're acting against the threat to the world.
I
Pay a
am
price.
acting against the threat to the world. I gotta pay a price, I gotta pay a price. I don't really have a lot of prices left to pay because you burned through all my shit.
Then you spent yourself so much.
Yeah, I've overextended myself in this one. I guess I'll just damage my sense again. Yeah.
You're unsensible.
Alright, here we go. Overcome. 6, 7, 8. So I could pay a price, take the 10 plus result.
Okay, the temporary solution.
Alright, is a temporary solution all you need?
I mean, that's enough to create an advantage. Even if it hurts me, I guess.
Is
that's
it?
good enough.
It will create an advantage, but you will end up suffering for it.
Well, I'll create a temporary solution so he can make an advantage, so he can do his thing.
Yeah, but after that thing happens, something is going to come down on you.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'll throw the bottle, he'll throw a rock, and I'll make an explosion in front of them.
Okay. Yeah, you toss up your Molotov cocktail, and the rock somehow ignites it.
Well, no,
because-
it's lit. The rock just bursts open in midair, so the fire gets everywhere and creates distraction.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's what we're going for.
And it blows up as he is striking against you and causes him to flinch. And his sword avoids cutting you, and you have a temporary moment of opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to use a move that I'm not sure whether it's a bit overpowered, but I'm going to strike through with my air custom move. I'm going to take the taken down options, which means I choose one of their already damaged stats, so they're wealthy, and I remove it. I erase that stat completely, so you cannot heal it.
Let's
Okay.
pause
Alright,
and look this up.
Alright, we're back. Just for background listeners, What Peter just pulled off here totally works in the Overlord, and actually was intentional. We asked the creator.
So
The air can actually shred Overlord stats off of him.
yeah, so that's a bit of a setup to this, because first, Overlord cannot have any bonds with me, otherwise they can just negate that instantly. B, the Overlord has to take some damage first, so that's
Something you already had
a
to be
feat
able to do.
of itself.
Yeah.
And C, then I have to be able to attack it in melee combat, I think, even. And so on. So yeah, it's a bit of a setup, but it works apparently.
Oh,
Yeah, but Zane seems absolutely undeterred,
That's fine enough.
and he is swinging at you again.
Sure.
Let me know when I can come back on scene, by the way.
Sure. After we do this exchange, you'll be back.
You always pay a price or something to be there. Okay, no, he's swinging at me. Does anyone want to overcome that for me? Because my blood started A sucks and B is damaged.
I can't think of a legitimate way of doing it. I'm stuck on the ground. I have no ranged weapons. I can insult him, I guess. But like,
Oh, I guess I can just take the damage then.
well, you can just try and. Why? I wouldn't try and overcome.
Because
I mean, I'll if you want. I just.
Well, if he tries to overcome, he has to pay a price,
Oh,
and then if he fails, he gets the damage as well.
okay, so I'll just damage my grace.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys see up above that Zane is starting to slice Juno to ribbons, and you are back on scene.
Oh, why am I doing the goblin voice?
Because you're a goblin too!
I have no idea why he would decide to fly!
I'm going. Oh, nope, that's damaged. Oh shit, so much of my stuff is damaged.
Flight is one of the example Overlord stats too. Unlimited power.
Well, go take pieces of the golem with all the piping in it and use it to make a rudimentary raven cannon and shoot one of us at the Overlord Zane.
Can
Actually,
someone, if someone can create an advantage, I can do something.
Actually. So, I don't know how to do this. That's the only issue. My people have the ability to, like, the explosives. I'm out of them. But I'd like to point out, I do have a lot of materials to work with here, including 2 complete golems, a caldera, which is rich in pretty much all the stuff you need to make gunpowder.
Redstone dust.
So I don't know if there's an appropriate move for that. I legitimately don't know if there is something...
I don't think it's something you can really do because the orc specifically has a power
Yeah,
to be able
exactly.
to make weapons. So
Yeah,
Like-
I didn't take the junk cannon.
if I had time, I could make a cannon, but I don't.
I mean, there are those badgers that have cannons, right?
you can also just throw something. Just fucking throw something. Like throw. You can just pick up a rock and throw it.
Is that a ranged weapon?
Okay, so yeah, Quiver will grab like the ruined like straps of the backpack that got ripped off him,
Okay.
and like a bit of the hose from one of the golems, and he rigs up like just a slingshot, and he just fires a slingshot at the.
Wait, the obelisk is massive, right?
Yes.
Is there anything around here? Did he bring anything with him, or is it just him and those 2 golems? Did he bring stuff?
There is stuff piled up around the base of the obelisks.
What kind of stuff? Describe it.
Barrels.
Barrels, like explosive barrels?
Yes.
Obviously.
Because they're gonna blow it up.
Yes.
What do we do with that?
Well,
Blow it up!
Right? I want to explode.
Hey, go douse the gunpowder with water. It'll make his whole planet inert.
Okay.
I'm gonna start climbing the obelisk.
Okay.
I was gonna mention. I was just gonna start telling him about the dream I had about him the other night, and then he probably would have been really freaked out and left. Sad.
Scuttling up the obelisk. Because they're probably not flying higher than it.
No, the obelisk
huge.
is huge.
So I'm gonna clamber up the obelisk as best I can to where they are just above them and kick off. Yeah! And try to land on the Overlord from the back and just kind of grab him like a Cyberman.
Okay.
to overcome whatever's about to happen to Peter?
Okay.
Or should I keep him busy to give you advantage?
Your call, because
Okay, what do you need, Peter?
Well,
I think
there
we
is
need to get him
a
down.
cut coming your way.
So what do you need, Peter?
Drink
Bring him
wine.
Okay,
on,
I-
you fool!
Yeah, I think what we need is take him down now, finish this thing, because...
So keep him busy.
Alright,
So,
I am going to jump into the air onto the back of the overlord and keep him busy.
can I do my slingshot?
Yep.
Working with my bond. I don't know what I'm rolling here. Probably courage, I guess.
I mean,
What
what,
do
I'm
you
trying
do?
to accomplish...
What do you do to the overlord?
I'm trying to. Well, I'm just trying to keep him busy. I just want him not to kill the.
So courage.
So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
go
keep
with
busy.
keep him busy. And I'll roll with overcome.
Oi, shithead! That will be a 9.
Okay.
So I have to pay a price and then pay a price.
You know, they will
Yep.
retaliate here against you when the time is up.
Okay.
And I'm going to overcome the cut that's coming to Peter by distracting the overlord because he's got me on him, and I'll be climbing around him, putting my hands on him and
Hoover
stuff.
doesn't need sense.
You know, making chittering sounds.
Okay.
I'm also famous. Overcome. 10 plus.
Okay.
Hey!
So you leap onto him and manage to stop him from slicing into Peter again. But he does reach out with a gauntlet and strikes you with lightning.
Well, that's not good.
Cruiser just got
Take
struck by lightning.
And he doesn't seem terribly concerned about the fact that you're on his back.
I
I'm
think
shaking him.
Hey! Hey!
I'm
My-
using this voice this year.
ice badger armor to withstand that that blow when it's coming. Yeah. It's,
So you're spending your armor too.
Yeah, spend art.
He's going to strike at you again.
You just did! You overcame it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
overcome. That means it moves to you.
Wait, did you do something?
No, I didn't do anything.
Well, then you
Then,
do something.
then do something.
He's being kept busy right now.
And I overcame that cut.
Oh.
We specifically set you up to finish him. Well, by we, I mean they did. I was just kind of splashing around on his barrels.
Okay, do I have an advantage here, or what's going on?
Yeah, you have an advantage because he's distracted by the goblin on his back.
Okay,
we're all working together.
We are.
okay, I guess I'll finish them, working with everybody else here. Let's see. Single combat. I cannot use my moves now because I'm not engaged in one-on-one anymore, so I'll just normal finish them with wisdom coming out. Okay, I think you're outnumbered here. I think we need to stop this because this isn't a duel anymore, and everyone just get hurt. It's like, yeah, 10 plus. So I managed to damage him.
Okay.
And I'll spend my healing drink with alcohol. Yeah, fine drink. It just flies off from this engagement.
Well, I have to admit, it seems you have outmaneuvered me. I still intend to make you pay for it, though.
Okay, but not today. Well,
Does he only have one overlord stat left? Is he
one
just-
undamaged.
He has one that's gone forever. He has one that's damaged. So he only has one
Yeah.
overlord stat left.
Yeah.
Well,
Really, guys?
I mean,
Well, we don't take him down. He doesn't die. He just escapes. Right?
well,
Yeah.
but remember, all his stats are always true. Therefore, we need to also have the narrative way of.
Well, what's his last stat that's undamaged?
Charming.
Invincible.
Oh, invincible.
There we go.
Yeah, we don't know,
Yeah, he can't be vinced.
Yeah.
Well, I just means he can't be hurt physically. We can still take him out emotionally.
Which is what Peter just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny, that's funny.
Yeah.
because my blood sucks.
Unlike my previous character.
I'm gonna try and finish him with blood, and then I'm gonna burn that bond he has with me and make him fail. With Heart of Iron.
Does character walk on you?
Oh, it does. He just can't use the move Twist the Knife.
Ah. Okay.
They get to steal the spotlight and use Twist the Knife but they don't.
But also, you don't have advantage.
That's why
I'll burn my weapon.
Oh, there you go.
I'm an orc.
There you go.
That's not what Heart of Iron does.
Heart of Iron, when you would make a move against the Overlord, you may automatically fail the roll to erase one of their bonds with you.
Yep.
Oh,
He has a bond with me. I killed someone important to him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so
I'm going
that's
to
what
destroy
you're trying
any
to do.
advantage he has on me early.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
So me, not really understanding that he's invincible because, you know, we're in the middle of stuff here, I'll take out my combat yo-yo, the one that's like, whatever, and I'll get a garrote going, and I will put it around his neck and jump backward and just be twisting and using all my weight as a swing, because he's flying, to try and garrote him. And I will choose to burn that bond with Heart of Iron, so I fail. I have to do a thing against him because he's the threat to the world.
Yeah.
But he's not able to twist the knife against me. It's
Okay.
possible. So just
Well, he's
pull him
stealing the
back while he's
spotlight.
flying.
He starts flying upwards.
Alright, first let me spend my, whatever I gotta spend. I'm going to burn Wisdom, because this is bad plan.
I mean, Tyler, you had some plan for him, so maybe it's a good place to enact it.
I have no plan.
Oh, I guess this was the spinning top. Never mind. It's not cool. Just it sounded cooler if it was a Garrote. Alright, so yeah, that burns that bond with him, and I have to pay a price still. I did, I burned a cent, so he's just flying up.
Yep.
So, you're still breathing up there, right?
Yep.
It's working out for you, eh?
You have no idea the powers that I have tapped into.
I know you can't be strangled, so I have a bit of an idea.
I'll point out that my bond I have with him, the positive one, is that, what was the exact word I used? Zay is a fan of my free spirit and devil-may-care rugged individualism.
I have a bit of an idea.
It's a shame we have to be on opposite ends of this. I think if you understood the truth of the matter, you would be
Hey,
more aligned with me than with them.
look, you're supposed to be a book wall builder. I think you know that I'm pretty good for that all going down. But gotta look out for my people.
Oh, that, yeah, I don't want to do that yet, though.
Okay.
This is such creepy music.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm all for walls going down. I'm a goblin.
So why are you trying to strangle me?
Okay, well, I'm not trying to strangle you anymore. It can't happen. Now I'm just hanging on to you while you're flying. Technically, you're kidnapping me. So, jot that down. I'm no longer in the wrong here. Second of all, I gotta look out for my people, because no one else is. How many goblin architects are there?
None.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do you want to be an architect?
I just want to... Oh man, I just want to have a few drinks and relax, not have to worry about things. But I'm genetically built to worry about things.
He takes off the shoes.
He's invincible.
Oh, that's
Oh my god! That's amazing. I love this.
Smooth move.
I was like, that wouldn't drop goblin.
So you guys all see this. He like flies up with the goblin twisting around behind him with a garrote, and then he gets up to a zenith near the top of the obelisk and just takes off his shoes and starts swan diving down.
Oh, this is fun. I'm working with the boy king. He promised my people land.
Prover is going to grab one of the completely wet and doused barrels of gunpowder, and basically going to create a sand pile where he thinks he's going to land, or if that's not quick enough, he'll get under it himself.
You have like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll just dump it out so it's not on a rock, and then he jumps on it himself to catch him.
I'll jump on top of Prover and go as big and tall as I can, so they'll fall in water and slow down
Okay.
as they fall.
So that's sort of
Yeah,
like
it's way too early to
over-
pull the ripcord, Peter. That thing you posted.
what?
You posted the thing about the darkness thing.
I mean,
It's way too early to pull that ripcord.
so that's sort of like overcome from you, Nicole? Because
Yep, that would be an
preventing
overcome.
the damage.
I'm gonna roll with hope because I'm working with Prover. I got a 10.
Huzzah!
Wait, what fucking stat is this actually? Let me.
Blood.
Is it blood? Okay, in which case I don't roll with hope because my blood is damaged, so I'm going to.
It's you break even.
Just re-roll.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna re-roll. So. I got 7. So,
Pay a price or create a temporary solution.
well, I don't want a temporary solution. That means he's gonna end up getting hurt anyway. So I might as well pay a price.
You also have to pay a price for working against the overlord.
Oh shit.
I'm still hanging on. Like we're still falling. We're still
Oh
talking.
yeah.
I will damage my wisdom because this was a dumb idea. And then some of these just don't make sense to be damaged. I'll say having them fall like directly through me makes it so I can't do my acidic enzymes for a bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to damage that gear option.
But you do successfully slow the fall, and Goblin King does not splat against the ground. But Zane kind of dries himself off and steps outside of you and says, "You, of all people, it saddens me to see you arrayed against me."
I don't understand what you're doing here, Zane. No one wants the world to end. I don't understand why you're doing this.
I'm not ending the world, I'm freeing it. We've been living in a prison all of our lives. For everything we once had, can't you at least trust me?
And Overlord
What?
uses his traitor weapon.
Like, how do I, like,
Let's
do
go.
we, do we know why we're fighting against him?
Because he tried.
He wants to melt the wall and we'll all die.
But why do we think that we'll all die if the wall is gone?
Because that's common knowledge.
In your
Because-
case, there's I don't know if we know this or not, but it's because the magic of the world that sustains your species will be dispersed.
Is that still what's happening? Do we still know
That's what
that?
you believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important
No,
what we believe.
That's why I wanted to...
Nobody knows for sure what will happen,
Yeah.
but it will be the end of the world as we know it.
We will not feel.
So
fine.
what was the last thing you said exactly? Sad to see me... Oh.
yeah.
I'm not ending the world, I'm freeing everybody.
Give me the dice, man.
You're saying that they'll be free, but all my people will die. And so will a lot of others.
That's a lie that's been propagated by the people who want to keep us penned in.
What would anyone gain from keeping everyone prisoner?
I would tell you, but I don't trust them.
I mean, if we're down to talking now, if you wanna take a leave and, I don't know, have Marilla follow you for a bit for a chat, I think we can arrange that. I think we're all tuckered out here. I'm presenting you.
I'm quite willing to piss in his face and beat him to death, but seeing as how you call the shots,
You also can't. You not see that cool thing I just did? It was pretty cool, right, Zane?
It had its charms.
Alright, do you want to go talk about it? It'll be really funny if he kills me or convicts me while I'm off camera. Just saying. I kind of like that. That'd be amazing.
I mean, if you want that to happen to your character, you can
Nemesis.
always
Nemesis.
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 That is a playbook we have access to. Are we quite ready to go?
Yes, it would be good to trust someone other than a golem.
Okay.
And if we talk and you come around to my point of view, what happens to your friends?
Well, I assume they would listen to reason too. But I mean, I'll have to hear what you have to say.
I don't think everyone is going to be amenable to what I have to say.
He's looking the Overlord is looking directly at Poover.
Is he actually?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pilot's looking across the table at Mark.
And Poover is looking directly back at the Overlord with fucking death glare on his badger face.
You might have to make some hard decisions.
That's why I was the one that was sent out. Because I can do that kind of thing.
Well, Juno, should we put our swords away?
I think enough blood and sweat was shed today. I think we can call it a day.
Enough of your blood.
He chuckles all inside. Well, yes, but I think I had you there. We'll call it even.
We'll call it a draw.
He draws his sword.
Wait, he actually like takes his sword out?
Yeah, but I mean, not like
Not
he's not.
for real,
He's
but,
not.
like,
He's not
kind of
attacking. He's more just like, yeah, call it even.
What do you want me to say?
I'd like you to say sorry.
But for what though? There's so many things that transpired today.
Let's
What?
take a walk.
Yes. Okay. We go off.
Okay,
Change the music.
Cooper, I think we need to dispose of all those explosives.
They're already pretty soaked to the gills, but I'll see what I can do. Can I
Are we
recharge?
pausing?
See,
No, I was just changing the music.
I think we'll be recovering soon, so don't worry about that.
but I mean, also like just if this is going to continue, can I use the ready-made explosives that are sitting right there as explosives?
You guys have doused them in water.
Yeah, we ruined them.
Yeah.
They're completely inert now.
Okay. Okay.
So, Marilla, what do you know of the wall?
It was built a really long time ago, because out of character, I'm not really clear on what the mythology of this is. So
That's fine.
I'm gonna like, say whatever the common thing to believe is.
What if I told you that everything you knew about the wall was a lie? What if I told you that there were great, unfathomable beings of untold power who were sealed away, and that the wall isn't for us, but for them?
So it's a prison for really powerful things, is what you're saying?
Yes,
How do you know that?
I've spoken with them.
Oh.
They gave me this, and he shows you the amulet he wears around his neck. This is why I cannot be harmed by mortal weapons.
Yoink! Just kidding, obviously. That's... Can I talk to them?
Yes? You'd have to go very deep.
I can do that. Well, yeah, I can do that. I can only hold my breath for an hour, so it's like, wait, actually, I kind of can't, but
Well, then
I'll figure
bring
it
some
out.
bubbles with you. Go to his wonderful submarine.
I can take you there.
Yeah. If that's true, then that kind of changes everything. Yeah.
You'd have to leave your friends.
Well, not forever. Just until, like, I saw what was going on, right?
Some of them won't believe, no matter what evidence is put in front of them.
It only really matters that we convince Juno. Because Poover will basically do whatever Juno says. And Goblin King doesn't care so long as he gets the things he wants. Also, that's probably something I shouldn't have told the enemy, that Goblin King will flip on him the second he opens.
Oh, like on a dime.
It was great, because I didn't even think of that in character, but out of character, as soon as I said it, I'm like...
Next session. Hello, guys. I'm the overlord, Architect Juno.
It's
Because everyone too.
a long journey and perilous. But the truth is worth it.
We did used to be friends, so I'm going to trust you on this.
I'd like to think that we still are.
If it turns out that you're not trying to destroy the world, then yeah.
Alright, he starts to walk down the mountain.
I'm going to call out to his people, hey, I'm going to go see the truth of stuff and everything, so I'll be back later.
Don't get murdered!
Keep safe. We'll be here.
This is
Our
a-
ship's grounded.
This is a terrible idea, and you'll likely have your mind corrupted.
So what are you guys up to?
That can happen.
Dealing with ancient, powerful forces beyond your ken, our folk have seen some strange things at the higher
Right.
areas of the wall.
Do I hear him say that? Wait, pause. Don't pause, but wait a second. Do I hear him say that?
I'm
You're
not
not speaking loud enough.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
not
yelling,
being
because
loud.
that sounds like he actually knows the truth and he's just lying. Because he's like, oh, ancient, powerful secrets that are like that she's gonna go convene with.
So this is what I'm going to sort of command lore of my people.
Sure.
And most of my people do, like, up on the lower areas of the wall, like in the little islands that are surrounding it, where my people mostly live. Things are relatively normal, except for some strange stuff coming up once in a while. Sometimes people who go up on the wall to actually fix it, repair it, see if it's melting, that sort of thing, they come back with some pretty strange stories, and some of them kind of go insane. So, like, we lose people up there, and so my people don't know exactly what's going on, but they're pretty knowingly convinced that what is beyond the wall is not for something. And if you go too far, you just don't come back.
Okay.
Things come back, but you
Like,
don't.
also though, I probably don't know your people's mythology on it.
Yeah.
So either way, it sounds like you just admitted to knowing the truth.
And keeping it away from Nicole.
Keeping it away from your fucking guy that you pretend to be really loyal to. That seems really bad.
So that just happens to you wall builders? You get corrupted by evil magic? That like never happens to goblins.
There's no goblins at the top of the wall. It's a little cold for you.
No, they're not. There's ice goblins. I never find a penguin nest full of
Oh, yeah, there's
with
ice-
the chest opened up. That's
ice-
us.
Ice goblins towards on the lower sections. The wall itself is the reason we got it. It's because it's an ancient magical force that's protecting the world. We were charged by the builders to do so, which he claims to be lies. But I'll tell you, I've never seen anything good come from those who've come about. Not one story, not one person has gone, oh yes, let's go to the top of the wall and come back with the tales of the wondrous things that have come back. The stories are of insanity and death. He said that there are some ancient, powerful creatures who the wall were built to protect. Do you think maybe, perhaps, nay, that the ancient builders of your people who were wise beyond all mortal ken may have had something in mind it was a good reason to actually lock them away?
Well, certainly seems like it.
So Zane is walking away.
Oh yeah, I'm going with him.
Okay.
I assumed like the last thing I heard was him saying.
Rumbling. Poor drunkard Tuber.
You guys head down back towards the city, and you can see that where before the port was empty and bereft of any ships, everything has come back now, and it's just full of various vessels, one of which is a huge, great frigate that bears the seal of the Architects.
And the iron golem is like, or the
In the
golem
water.
is like in the bay.
Yeah.
Well, now they have a new fancy
So
dock.
they're just sailing around that. So he says, "Yeah, come with me. It'll be a long voyage out into the middle of the sea, and then from there straight down. But I think you'll find." That what you find there is worth the voyage. And then he goes and gets on the ship.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay.
If I see that lady that wanted the seaweed, I'll still give her the seaweed just in case it wasn't actually alive.
Yeah, you pass by her.
I'll be like, oh, I'll grab her the seaweed. Give it to her.
Thank you.
I'll kind of do like a little like nod,
Checks
like.
notes. Nephew will appreciate that.
I'm not gonna keep the seaweed if it turns out that it like, if there's even the slimmest chance that that was real.
That's fine. That's fine.
You do not see Clarissa, though.
Yeah, that's good. She tried to drown me. Fuck that.
Yeah, she did.
Now I'm free.
So you guys are just going to let them go?
Yeah. I mean,
We got places to be.
They're not the boss of me.
I
What are they gonna do?
I mean, the overlord's an honorable, being, more so than us even. So we expect him not to harm, our reign. And we've got things to take care of here.
Hoover has kind of made it clear he thinks this is a terrible idea, but he's going to go with the freedom-respecting goblin. You've got your own thing. You haven't sworn an oath or anything other than to help, and you don't seem to have an issue with it, and you're the boss. So
So it's a couple days of sailing for you guys. What do you guys get up to in that period of time?
Well, first we take all the barrels that are just piled next to this pillar and take them away so things don't explode. And I think we need to have a rest here while we fix everything up.
You notice that the barrels are a little odd. It doesn't seem like there's just gunpowder. There's also like a weird white substance that's mixed in and some odd runes that are drawn around the wood.
probably needed to destroy the.
You recognize them as ancient architect runes, but you can't place them.
Interesting. I guess we'll take a gander at it while we.
Before we take a long rest, I'm going to burn my last famous to get a goblin companion from the goblins.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably we'll spend some of our stuff hiring people.
So I can get one of the goblin
Oh,
goblins and the sea goblins.
Goblins.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a little talk with Hamish, and it basically goes in something like, you know how badgers, do you know one of their defense mechanisms?
Hamish isn't there.
Okay. Probably wise of him.
Maybe they were just illusions. That's why Close isn't there too.
Maybe
They're just really embarrassing hiding.
Oh,
I'm not
if
here. I'm
he
not
is
saying
real,
this
if he is a real person, then I am going to bet his name for discommendation.
You say to no one.
Yeah.
I said to no one because you're not there.
Yeah.
So no
Said
one,
Hoover sitting in the
No
empty
one
bar
cares.
with a still broken still.
quick, let's get our long rest scene, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's pause while we figure out how all these rules work.
Can I do a long rest while I'm on the boat with the overlord?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Everyone.
Pause.
Okay, so long rest. What is it?
It's been so long coming.
It's been 3 sessions. We've earned
Literally,
it.
all my gear and most of my stats were damaged, and I was
Yep.
like, if this fight goes on much longer, I'm just
See?
gonna be dead.
That's why you called it even, guys.
Yup.
So what is everyone seeing?
Well, I guess I can start. While Architect Juno could be telling the people, making sure that everyone's safe after everything that came here. Fixing up the place, and also spending some of his wealth to recruit some more crew and all the people for the ship. May find some notable crew to replace a pirate that, in case Umbrella doesn't come back, or could be a good navigator if she does come back. You never
Okay.
know.
What kind of crew are you looking for? There's a lot of people who are passing through the harbor now, especially now that the ships have come back. Now that they're not trying to block off all exits for you guys. A lot of the townsfolk are still pretty reticent to deal with you. They seem pretty disheartened that the pillar didn't go down. But some of the sailors who are coming in off of vessels are a lot more open to working with you.
Yeah, I'll probably just take some of the sailors then, someone that's kind of finished in one ship and looking for something to do. I don't know, what sort of person do you want? A badger, a rain, or someone?
My people don't leave. Like
Oh,
they're not. They're fairly rare-sided.
So
Just get a fucking builder.
Builder,
Like people.
or a human, or a badger, they're all pretty good options.
yeah, I guess we're gonna.
What skill set are you looking for?
Pilot navigator.
Pilot navigator. So you happen across an elf who looks like kind of a typical elf. Long, tall, black hair, horns, black eyes.
Wait, horns.
Yeah,
Sure.
Elves in this setting have horns.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not judging.
But they're sharp-eyed and very alert and willing to be a navigator for you
Well, then,
in
I don't know.
exchange for some wealth.
Yeah, I'm spending some of my dragon's hoard, some nice ancient coins, and trading them up and telling them about the high seas that we'll be traveling, and blah 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 blah, all the good stuff.
His name is Lucius. Do you want to have a little scene with him? No?
I'm not that sociable of a person, so
Okay. Well, he has a little scene all by himself.
sure.
How else would you do it, Tracy?
Do we have that?
We should get it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
So yeah, he heads down to the inn, looking very angry once he's recovered, looking for Hamish.
Okay. You find him hastily stuffing things into a haversack.
Oh yeah, it's just walks over to the guy and Hamish just gets close and basically does not look happy, obviously.
Ah, it's you.
I have lived. Unlike most of your people, had the overlord succeeded. Which is with a great
Don't know what you're talking about.
So, I'm going to. Let's see. So the next thing. He looks at him and basically just is going to try and figure out. Oh, of course, that's why you're packing your gear and leaving town, making yourself scarce.
You really stepped in it. You don't know what you've done today.
You would have killed most of our race.
Nah, that's just a lie they told you.
When that wall comes down, the wall that most people of our people live on or right next to, what exactly did you think would happen? Would angels fly out and protect our people?
It'd be a slow process. They'd have time to get away.
You are completely mad.
I can't expect to talk sense to the likes of you.
Oh. Guess what? You'll not have to speak to someone like me either. For I've taken your name, and I will bring it to all the Brock folk. And they will know you have betrayed the race.
What I do for a greater cause.
So, at this point, basically the Prover is going to... He's not willing to just kill the guy right out, because he's, but he basically does what is amounts to like a fight me or you lose situation, where he basically unbuckles the belts. You know what badgers do to something they don't like and they don't necessarily just want to rip into?
No.
Badgers have a musk gland.
He's not sweating all over him.
It's more like a spray. It's not quite skunk bad, but it's basically just like yeah, he backs off and kind of sprays it. Either he returns it, in which case we fight to the death, or he backs off, and because this is the only way Pooper is likely to just not kill him, is just to have him back off right now.
Yeah, he just returns to packing his things.
Covered in
musk. Yeah.
And carve something right on the outside of the door. If I see that mark removed, when I return here, there will be no withstanding my wrath. Just makes a mark of like in like the claw rune, traitor, on just over his door. Only the Brock folk will be able to.
TNG Klingons.
Yes.
I guess the discombination comment earlier was a little on the nose.
So we're not recruiting him. Oh well.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to be the cook.
And then Juno walks in.
Royal treatment.
Right. Alright, I head to where the garbage golems are. And the Sargasso goblins.
Okay.
Alright, I'll start, barking at them and get them to all gather together. Both groups.
Okay.
Alright, sea goblins! You're eating mermaids because you're hungry, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you're not doing that anymore. I got something good for you. Garbage goblins! You're living in the dump and not raiding because you're dumb and can't get over the walls, right?
Sounds like us.
Yeah, I fixed that. Come!
Okay. They all follow.
I will lead them through town.
No, single file. Don't get lost.
Gormagus the dog will be shepherding them. Grabbing them by the head and shaking them if they try to leave the procession. Alright, I'll lead them to the stone colossus, or the bronze colossus.
Yeah.
See this giant dead man?
Yeah.
I murdered him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sweet.
this is your home now. Live inside his guts. Eat his flesh. Turn his bones into weapons.
Hey, only parasites.
We can't eat bronze.
I'll pick up a bolt and bite it in half.
Don't be stupid. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Get in there. Water goblins, you live in the water next to it. Garbage goblins, you're now bronze goblins, and you live in the bronze.
Okay. They all kind of file in.
They walk in the water, so drowning.
No, because not all of it's in the water. Some of it's out. So now there'll be like a hybrid society.
One of the water goblins comes up to you and goes, "But if we're not killing mermaids, what do we do with this?" And he holds up the weapon that you gave them.
Yeah, stab a shark or something with it.
Not a mermaid.
No, there's food all over this area. This is where they fish.
Stop the sailor.
Nah, I don't gotta worry about that. They won't do that.
There was a shark person.
This is where you live now. Easy access to the village to get supplies if you need supplies.
What if they come and try and kick us out?
They definitely won't do that because then I'll come back and I'll kill another one of their giant men.
All right. Thanks.
Yes.
And then Lily and Gormagus will hang out with them.
Okay.
We'll get them, used to stuff. Show them how to, it's like, oh, this is good bronze. See, goblins can eat a lot. It's the next move I'm taking for me, but yeah, goblins can just do that. They subsist on very little.
You guys can probably get fellowship with the goblin community.
Did I just build a new community by combining the two together and making them
Yes.
there we go.
So you'll have to throw some options.
Yeah,
at
you
us.
throw 3 at us.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
choose
yeah.
one,
Where
but
do I? We'll
yeah.
do that later.
Yeah, we can do that in between sessions.
Wait, does that mean I could take the orc boss thing? Because I have fellowship with
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Anyone
You could be
can
the orc boss.
Everyone will be the orc boss.
I mean, I wasn't even there, but I did help kill the giant man.
Exactly. Do any of the wall builders update about this? Or do they have anything to say?
There aren't any wall builders there. The
That's anyone
architects.
who's not a goblin.
Oh, okay.
Humans.
Human, elf, anything that isn't a goblin is a wall builder.
They are not thrilled about it, but they're not like
Do you want to do like a thing with someone? Like maybe Governor Fuckface?
what, Alessandro?
Yeah.
They're probably also in pretty much shocked the fact that everything that just happened. We
Yeah.
killed their colossus! That's impossible! They just crawled right up its asshole.
Yeah, sure. Well, we'll do a thing with
Yeah, I'll be
Alessandro.
leaving with Lil and stuff. We'll be jumping and high-fiving.
So you see him walking down to the shore with a whole bunch of workers, and it seems like they're set up to dredge the colossus out of the water and reclaim it for parts.
What are you up to, Alessandro?
We're taking this out of the harbor.
Are you now?
That's the plan.
So, you grow the wheat, right? You run the mills, you grind the flour, you harvest the sugar, you get the spices, you grow the sesame seeds, you churn the butter, you make the entire bread.
What are you getting at?
You keep what you kill.
I, and my companions, of course, made that loaf of bread, and now we're going to enjoy it on a nice summer seaside day. Perhaps with some salt caramel treats.
Well, it's clogging up the harbor. We need to get ships and boats in here.
You can go around it. Expand a bit. There's a lot of knockdown redwoods up on the mountain, mysteriously. That could be used to add expansions and annexes. It would be an entire injection of revitalized industry into your community. Jobs for people.
It's a bad look for the city.
It's like butts just up in the air.
John Mulaney getting a checkup.
Goblins living in its crumbling ass crack.
Right?
What part of it is the bad look? The part where you sicked a giant man made of bronze on us and we had to slay it? Setting ourselves on fire in the process? Or the part where my people, being disenfranchised and starved from the outskirts of your town, now are using it as a home that allows them to thrive and live in peace and their children not dying in their egg sacs?
The first part.
Tell you what, you can say that you donated it to the goblin people as a reminder that violence is not the answer, and that through compassion, communication, and listening to people when they warn you before something gets bad is the best way to solve a problem, because empathy is the universal language of love.
You're very talkative for a goblin.
I'm a goblin king. I'm born with the memories of every other goblin that came before me, and when I die, it goes back to them. Every time you've talked to a goblin or treated them a certain way, I remember.
Do you, want to talk sense or something?
I mean, I could if that's what you want me to do.
Again, remember how they looked last time?
I don't know. I think me just saying that. I don't know. What do people want? What do you want from me? If you want anything from me, or do you want to just
No,
keep
I
role-playing?
think we just role play it out. Well, I suppose I'm not entirely opposed to having a home for the goblins, but I would need to have certain assurances about their behavior.
Goblins kill when they're hungry if you starve them. Goblins raid when they don't have things. As long as you keep them occupied, you'll have low to moderate raiding, but you can just take it back. Use clubbed weapons, get spray bottles, throw nets on them.
Use it to train your soldiers.
It's going to become a monthly game for your soldiers and your people.
Set up like little like beach like training camps that have like lots of food and stuff
It's like-
for the goblins to go raid.
Guys, remember how you have guard code? Just throw it into that hole and it'll go away.
That too. It's like wait, you're getting the goblins to move into a different place. Who's gonna take care of our garbage now?
I'm not entirely interested in micromanaging goblins.
Well, universally speaking, you can micromanage peaceful, goofbally little rascals that make me crazy, or you can push them to the fringe where they become bloodthirsty cannibals.
All right, I will take that into consideration.
I cannot stress enough, if you try to exterminate them, that doesn't work. We breed super fast.
I'm only giving you the benefit of the doubt because you are a friend of Juno.
That's a strong word.
Perfect! We'll be checking in, Alpha, after all. You know, we have to check in on all this we saved and do stuff to it, I guess.
If there's anything I can do to facilitate a more peaceful transition that is mutually accommodating, please let me know.
Sure, that works.
Okay. He raises his hand and the builders turn around and walk away.
Stand there, standing my ground.
Swing the spotlight. Oh, and the overlord.
Okay. So you guys are on the frigate together, heading out to the middle of the ocean. It takes a couple days to get where you're going, and when you get there, it doesn't really seem to be too much of anything. It's just kind of like a middle of a vast expanse of water. But he goes down into the frigate and reveals a bathysphere, which is like a little bubble that you travel down in. It says, "All right, let's get in."
Neat. I'll let him get in first,
Yep, he gets in.
just in case.
We sing.
On the way there, you notice that the entire ship isn't manned by people. It's all manned by artificial constructs.
Oh, that's actually really good to know, because I was going to suggest that I try making friends with the crew. So, never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, constructs are people, you know.
They're literally not. Like, I don't think they're intelligent in that way.
If they have stats, you can know. Whatever.
So he gets in the bathysphere, and you guys head into the water, and then you just head down, like impossibly down, to the point where like the ocean is black and foreboding.
I've never been this deep before.
Yes, we're going to have to go all the way down.
I'm really excited to see what's at the bottom. I've never been this deep before. I don't think anyone has. Well, I guess you, and whoever's locked at the basement. But other than that, I'm the first.
Yeah. Other than that, you are the first. And eventually you get down, and outside of the bathysphere, you see just a large, hulking figure. Like, at first you assume that it's part of the seafloor or some sort of underwater structure. But then eventually you see it kind of breathing in and out, and you notice that it is in fact alive, but it's so impossibly large that you can't really make out the shape of it. And you hear a voice inside your head, "Who comes before me?"
Marilla of the Nereid.
I am the sleeper.
Hello.
Have you come to aid in my quest to wake?
To what?
To wake?
I don't know yet. Why are you down here?
I was imprisoned.
Why?
It tires me to speak. I only have so much strength.
I'll look at Zane.
Yeah.
Because, like, maybe he knows why.
We don't know. We know that this was the purpose of the wall, that the first builders built it to entomb this being, but why has been lost to time.
Oh. But how do you know that it won't kill all of me then? All of my people?
It told me that magic is a property of the world, that it's not something that you can contain or harness with walls.
Not gonna lie, that makes a lot of sense. How does sea pressure work in this world? Can I just go outside as long as I'm not outside for longer than I can hold my breath?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
It's for you to command the Lorabelle, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, I guess, eh? Yeah. And I'm made of water, so I don't think that sea pressure really... Whatever.
You might just be very compact.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I got small. Wait, how... I'm gonna look at Zane and be like, can I go out there? I don't know how this machine works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's like a patch on the bottom or something.
It's like a dome, and you go inside the dome, and then it carries air with you as you go down.
I mean, probably you have like, I don't know, sort of a hatch that you open, you go in, he closes up, opens on the other side. I don't know, you've been taking something in, going to move it just the other way around. Like a little torpedo bay.
like a airlock, but
Yeah.
no, I guess it's still called an airlock if it's underwater.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to I'm gonna go out there.
Okay.
I wanna like look at this giant ass thing and I wanna like touch it and like see what does it feel like and stuff. Try to get like a read on it.
As you draw closer to it, you feel a presence in your mind that builds and builds with intensity to the point where it's almost unbearable as you get closer to it.
Is it just unbearable because it's such a big other mind? Is
Yes.
it okay. It's not like actually painful because
Probably because it's so powerful.
Yeah, I was just basically wanting to know if it's like an active thing it's doing, or it's just because it's so big, it's like holy shit.
You've discovered radiation.
Okay.
Look closely.
Can I get close enough to touch it?
Not without passing out,
Okay.
but you could look closely.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then.
Sense.
It's sense.
Sense.
Oh, look closely. There it is. Okay, cool. I have +2 sense. I'm definitely not working with anybody. I got over 10.
Ooh.
Okay. Ask your questions.
Ask these questions, please.
This is lying to us.
Yeah, what's hidden or out of place? And if so, what looks suspicious?
There are things lurking in the water nearby.
That was good to know. Tell me about those things. What are they doing and what will they do next?
They are swarming in, and they are likely to attack you if you stay.
Okay. I'm gonna say what is going on here. What do my senses tell me? I basically want to kind of suss out what kind of creature this is. Like even if I don't know what it's called, I just want to know like what is this?
It's obviously a being of great power.
Yeah.
Something like beyond which you've not only ever encountered before, but ever heard of encountering before. To your knowledge, things like this were not in the world. Something so huge, something with psychic emanations. It is completely off the scale of what you would expect to see.
Something more ancient than the worlds.
It's crazy that it can be imprisoned then. Is it like like a fish-looking thing, a lizard-looking thing, a bird-looking thing? Like, what kind of like texture does it have?
Definitely more lizard-like. I mean, you can't see it clearly because you're down so deep.
Fair.
But it would be what you would consider like a stereotypical dragon.
Okay. Okay. I will back off when I realize that there's things that are in the water probably going to attack me.
Okay.
It's kind of after I get back inside the submarine, I suppose. It's baffling that something this big could have even been imprisoned.
Well, the original architects created things on a scale undreamt of by modern eyes.
Very true.
But you and your people know everything deserves to be free. It's wrong to imprison something.
I agree. I am still worried about the magic. Would there be a way to test it? Or like...
There was magic in the world before the wall.
Can he roll something against me? It's hard for me
Overlord does the
to...
roll.
Right?
Overlord's-
It's really hard to like argue against him because like everything that I've been told could just be a lie. I don't know. But I really don't want to die. But also like my primary like agenda is to like everything should be free.
Well, again, remember that your Overlord is a very honorable being.
Yeah.
He's honorable and charming, and he used to be my friend. So it's like
No matter what, he's not going to kill you. Like that's not even on the table.
like that's cool. I just meant like I can't think of any arguments against him. Like it's like okay, but you could also just be wrong, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
So you have to venture the world to learn the actual truth. Figure
Is there a
out.
way to go beyond the wall? Like it's just a wall, right?
Yep.
If we would be able to test it, I'd be interested in seeing the results of that.
How do you plan to test it?
Maybe I could go beyond the wall. We'd have to make sure that, obviously the Brock folk would try to stop us, but if I go beyond the wall and I don't just die, then we know, well, if I do just die, then oops. But if I don't die, then I know that you're telling the truth, and I'll join your side, definitely. I'll tell my people, and we can hopefully, like, yeah,
And you would take that risk?
definitely.
You always were brave.
This is something that's bigger than just one person, and
Well, if you want to go over the wall, I believe I can help you with that.
awesome. I don't want to just keep saying awesome or excellent, but I'm like, I don't have anything else to say. That's
That's a perfect
fantastic.
cliffhanger to end the episode.
Yeah.
And next time, Middle Legacy, yeet it over the wall. If you love us, you'll come back.
So where would you like me to take you?
You probably know the Brock folk communities better than I do. Probably we'd have to go somewhere where there's not a lot of them. Otherwise, they'll definitely try to stop you.
And how do we deal with Juno? He's dead set against stopping me.
Well, once I know the truth, I can talk some sense into him. And if not, well, he's only one person. So,
Yes, but he is a formidable person. Maybe you should take him with you.
over the wall?
Yes.
Well, then he would be able to tell. He'd be able to see for himself.
Otherwise, they'll just think that I've corrupted you.
That is true. I think I heard Prover yelling something to that effect as we were leaving. Yeah, I will see if he's willing to do so. He's not magic, so either way, he should be okay.
Then I'll take you back to your friends.
This was a good meeting. Sorry I tried to push you off a cliff.
Yes. That was regrettable.
It's kind of instinct. The fight had already started, and you know.
Yeet.
So you guys are just hanging out in the village. I guess you're trying to fix your ship,
Yep.
get it all repaired.
Yep.
Fortunately, they have some good shipbuilders there, so you're able to commit to it. And you see Grand Architect Zane's frigate rolling back into the bay.
Blow it up. Just kidding. So I'm allowed to have pre-placed explosives. No.
Well, looks like Zane's coming back. Hopefully with Marilla.
Yeah, that'd be great. We got
No
the
full-
boat fixed.
Pretty much.
Also, how are we gonna stop him from coming back and blowing this up?
That doesn't seem like his style to try the same thing twice. You know, they say, we fail and try again.
If you fail,
If
pretend
you
it
fail,
happened.
never try.
Pretend it never happened and try to forget about it.
Try the same thing over and over, then we see, you're stupid.
That's what practice is. I'll be like waving from the ship.
Oh, there's Marilla. Wave.
Hey!
You goblin nest outside of the dock.
Zane is there as well. Gives you a look as Marilla disembarks. Juno.
Zane.
Okay. So. Magic probably isn't being kept in by the walls. That's probably a lie to keep everyone not free. But I'm willing to see if it's true or not. So you, Juno, should come with me, and I'll go over the wall, and if I don't die, then we'll know that that is true, and that we should get rid of the walls. If I do die, then you know that you're right, and you should fight Zane, and maybe I'll just get sick, because, I don't know, maybe I won't instantly die, but I'll be like, oh no, my life is draining.
This sounds completely mad. You do realize you're
You
talking...
try to blow yourself up all the time.
Yeah, but then I just die. Not...
So would I.
I mean, that would be bad, but it's not compared to like going above the magical wall that no one has ever returned from, and tends to drive people insane and spawn monsters and such.
You
I
guys
think
spent
that's-
a lot of your lives worrying about dying. You know that, right?
I mean, dying isn't too big of a deal. I think you'd agree that the Brock folk are not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned with the primary people who could stop this crazy thing from either going completely mad, or being corrupted, or them dying.
I don't have a rebuttal to that. I was just making a statement about you people.
Well, it's definitely something we'll have to consider, because that's an undertaking to be chosen lightly.
Yeah, but if it turns out that we've been lied to about the wall, that's world-shattering news. And there's, like, no other way to test it.
Oh, definitely shred the walls. Well, I guess we should prepare first before we just venture onwards. Maybe visit some...
So, if you guys are going to check if the wall's a conspiracy theory or not, who's stopping any of the other pillars from being blown up?
Well, I assumed Zane was taking me.
I'm looking for confirmation. Like, we're all looking for a response to that.
He asked where he should take me, so I assumed he was driving.
Yeah, I will be leading this expedition.
And you have no other resources that could possibly be enacting your will while you personally are tied up with this?
I gave my word.
Okay. So I was checking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing this new thing called due diligence. You all might have heard of it at one point in your lives. I don't know, I'm 60 days old. I'm new.
Now, out of character, this is a really bad idea. Just me in the air going alone on the
Zane.
overlord's boat. Where, like,
Well, I mean, I
no
don't
one-
understand why we wouldn't be
Zane
coming. Why would we be left behind if the majority of the party's
And if
going?
you're gonna come too, then that's fine. But it's like,
Zane Invincible.
I would like to point out to you that you did call him. He is known as the betrayer because he sort of went against the oath of keeping the wall up.
He's known as the betrayer.
Also, he's in charge of all the architects. He's literally king. That's why we backed him. To depose him and make him king, and then we get all the benefits of it.
also,
This guy's
the
got
reason
nothing.
that we were against Zane was because we thought the walls were good. But if the walls are actually bad, then we wouldn't be against him.
I mean, it's just true that walls are bad. Like we don't have to reinvent the wheel here.
Well, supposedly it keeps magic in, and I'm made of that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Wait, so your people didn't exist before the wall came up?
See, that doesn't make any sense, right?
Sounds a little racist. Little wall buildery, right?
It's a little bit weird.
Little wall buildery. Oh, you actually need the collars or else you'll die. You can't imagine a world without it. Haven't heard that before. They wouldn't know what to do with freedom. They just starve. It's better that we keep them caged. It's a mercy.
See? And then,
This is such a terrible. I cannot describe what a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
out of
In the
character, I would
annals-
100% agree with you. In character,
Oh yes, of
this
course.
is happening.
In the
I'm
annals
doing
of
this.
in the annals of all Baroque folk history, this idea will be worse than Gunpowder McBoom-Boom's wonderful attempt to combine, ill-fated attempt to combine the most potent whiskey with gunpowder. Far worse than that. Every other attempt has been going to go up the wall. And pretty much everyone else I can think of. Oh, there was the one person who attempted to negotiate with the beasties of Brock Bray. That didn't go well either. This, I think, will trump them all.
Oh, this will go down in history for something then. Well, we should make preparations either way.
Also, probably something. They're the bosses of the architects, so maybe something. If they're there, we won't go crazy because they have permission to go up on the wall because they're the bosses.
He's not the boss.
Well, depending on what side of this argument we're landing on, right?
Well, I'm not the boss yet.
Plus, he did forgive all those ghosts and it worked, so... Oh yes, there were ghosts that had betrayed your people, and Juno gave them his forgiveness and they all moved on to the afterlife. It was a touching scene.
Like I said, a formidable person.
All
I
one
suggest-
big happy family!
I suggest you all pack warm clothing.
Oh, I hope I don't freeze.
Let's wrap it up then, maybe.
Our
So-
skin will just die. It'll be fine.
Over the next week, Marilla's replaces her water with alcohol.
You know,
A slow blood transfusion
right?
kind
Rill's
of
gotten a lot meaner and handsier. Get her cream! Smashing bottles in people's faces, spitting in people's eyes.
Now you're making sense!
Spray him in the eye. Take a half dwarf power. Spray him in the eyes. That's what happened to me.
Okay, so I guess we go on to the.
Alright, I guess we're all going with the Overlord.
Perfect time to backstab him.
This took a turn.
All right, do we want to
I think that's a
wrap
good
it there?
place to
Yeah,
wrap.
that's a good place to
Well,
wrap.
figuring everything out.
I was Tyler.
Peter.
Mark?
Devin.
And Nicole.
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.